So welcome to South Florida,
Yeah,
California. Obviously very similar. But what do you love about kind of our community down here, our region?
You know what? Over the last, I don't know, 25 years or so, I spent a lot of time here in South Florida. I love it down here. I've always had a great time here. Obviously, when I was racing cars, I would spend a lot of time here. But also just being here, South Florida is one of the places that really grabbed a hold of Beverly Hills 90210 back in the day, and so we used to come down here a lot. So it's this part of the country's always been near and dear to my heart.
And let's talk a little bit about the film while you're here. I had a chance to watch it, and acting, I think just directing, is it that much more challenging?
Well, it's acting and directing are very different jobs, and they both require very different skill sets. As an actor, your focus is very finite, and as a director, your focus has to be very broad, and you really have to be focused on a lot of things. You have to be really focused on everything. Yeah. So I find the jobs very different, and I've been doing both jobs for a long time. I started directing back in 1993, so it's taken me a long time to finally direct my first feature. I really wanted to try to find a film that kind of felt like the right size and scale to take on as a first feature, and this one certainly fit that bill. And being able to attach talent to it like Richard Dreyfuss, and being able to grab Tatiana sort of just as she was really starting to take off was a great get for us, and I think the two of them really brought a lot to the material.
I mean, it was a no-brainer why you got attached. The storyline to this movie is just phenomenal. Yeah. So everyone out there is going to be very excited just to see it, because it's just kind of moving, and I'm sure that's what kind of attracted to you right away.
Yeah, it was. I mean, the thing I loved about there are a lot of very typical elements that go into a road movie like this. You kind of have to take two very different characters and stick them in a confined space and send them off on a road trip together. Those kind of very typical elements sort of have to be there. But the thing I loved about the movie was in the third act that the movie goes to the place where it needs to go, and it goes there very bravely, and I think that the movie has a very unexpected ending that I think will take a lot of people by surprise.
Great. Well, a lot of people, make sure you go see it. Jason, we appreciate your time.
Great.
Have a great time in South Florida. Beautiful daughter.
Thanks, buddy.
Bye-bye.
Bye.